I've been a really good boy this year, and I wrote out my Christmas list to old Santa Claus, and I was expecting the world and then some on the 25th of December. I was not expecting Santa Claus to give me a gift on the first day of December, which is Smuggle Nuts losing out on his appeal. The grandiose thing about him losing out on his appeal is that if they decide to try and appeal again, and this goes to the Supreme Court of Courts, and they rejected, this motherfucker might be going back to jail to finish off his 150 days. And it's been some time since we talked about Smuggle Nuts. I think it's been almost 150 days, give or take a few weeks. And my question to anybody on his side is, why are we still talking about this shit? Why is he still fighting to prove that somebody poured bleach on him, tied a rope to his neck, and shoved a Subway sandwich up his ass? It has been this long, I think almost 4 years, if not longer, that we have sat here and tried to deduce that this guy was fighting back against those MAGA country weirdos who exist in this world, and they were out to get him because he's black and he's gay, and he was that guy from Empire, which is a show apparently a bunch of people watched, but I never heard of until 2019.
And above all, I fought the back. I'm the gay Tupac.
We're gonna leave it at that. And you were supposed to be the conquering hero, and you had all these people on your side. And over time, those people began to stop talking. They began to quiet down. They began to understand that they didn't really have any evidence to believe you. And as the months and years went by, we had every reason to not believe you. You perpetuated this narrative that it could have been white people based on your description of these MAGA weirdos, because with the power of the mainstream, you'll hear MAGA and think it's some fat redneck who's blonde wanting to attack anybody who's black, gay, trans, and so forth and so forth. But turned out to be two people who are blacker than darkness and my shirt, who are sitting there saying, oh, well, we got paid to do this. They did an entire documentary detailing how this fuckwit planned this out. They even went into the street and tried to recreate the scene and make it seem as if this all happened in real time. Nobody has reason to believe this dude. And for the people who still exist out there, and you're still mad at me for being black and not believing my skin folk, understand something. I am a very complex individual. I walk this earth just like you, and I see things and I understand things quite differently from you. And I would have been on his side. In fact, I was just a little bit. I was one of the people who thought all the trauma of getting beat up may have had him conflating his story just a little bit. But as over time, I grew to understand this motherfucker is just a liar and has given me nothing to believe him, except, why wouldn't you believe me? Why would I do this? Oh, fear mongrels.
We have a media that's saying it's a debate whether or not what just happened to Jussie Smollett is a hate crime. It's absurd. The isn't a debate.
I'm an advocate. I respect too much the people who I am now one of those people who have been attacked in any way. You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this. It feels like if I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more. And that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now. The fact that we have these fear mongrels, these people that are trying to separate us, and it's just not okay.
Oh God, how could you think that I could do this? And all these little fans would sit there and be like, oh, but he's black and gay and America is so hateful to gay people. That's not enough for me to believe him. I need some evidence. And because he never gave me any evidence, I cannot believe anything he says, especially when he's running around screaming that he's not Epstein or whatever the fuck because he thought that he was so important that somebody was going to get him down and dirty in jail. The only thing you have to fear is Big Tyrone coming in with that $5 footlong and letting you know that everything's gonna be nice and Italian. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. I will end this the way I've ended numerous videos about smuggle nuts. If there is so much evidence and proof to make him guilty, where is the proof of his fucking innocence? Goodbye.